You've got friends!
What's up, everybody? My name is Legend. I'm the creator of Declan Moses, and I just recently survived an authentic love. Today I wanted to talk about what's new with version 0.5, and let's start with the new level design workflow. Before, I was modeling all of the levels from scratch, and then I decided this is fucking awful. So I decided to create a modular design that allows me to trace levels and then model them from the tracings, which has sped up the process significantly, leading me to the next point. I said for v0.5 that there was going to be level 5, so being the overachiever that I am, did levels 5 through 8, each of them more difficult than the last, or at least the two middle ones, right? 6 and 7, they're kind of a return to form, reminding players of the previous gameplay in levels like 1 through 3, while 5 is like a new avenue and 8 is like a new challenge. I've added breakable doors and windows. Because normally the doors are only able to be kicked in one direction, but this would lead to issues with players getting caught inside of rooms and then can't escape them. So now you could kick a door twice and it breaks them. Windows are now able to be broken because it's kind of odd to shoot a window with a 9mm and have it react and do nothing. So now they break. There's now the talk button. I had a lot of fun with this one. Mid-gameplay, you can press the T key, and then Declan will let out one of the voice lines that I actually voice acted at 9 at night hanging out in my van.
Dead! You're all fucking dead! The cops need a warrant! I don't! You're not gonna live long enough to have the nightmares that I have!
A lot of fun yelling. I wish I could do it more. I added a main menu. Nothing crazy. It's not a great main menu, but it is a main menu. Artistically, the idea behind this is to show the scenes that Declan does in between, you know, kicking in doors and killing thugs and just being an absolute murderer. And then there's the music toggle. You could find this inside of the settings menu. This is more so for me as a developer when I'm recording these videos because I'm using copywritten music. I've added the damage flash. Before, when it came to taking damage, it would just add the generic red overlay to your scene. It had the screen shake, it had the second of slow motion, but it wasn't quite enough to signify that you've taken a hit. So now that the damage can flash on the screen, it creates a little more urgency within the player. The last real thing that I added that I thought was a great addition is enemy reactions. Before, you'd turn the corner and when an enemy makes line of sight with you, they'd start firing immediately. They'd snap to your position as if they were like an auto turret in like one frame. So now enemies actually have reactions. They'll take a second to turn to you, and after they see you for like a quarter of a second, maybe even less, they'll then fire. Normally I would talk about what needs to be fixed, but I'm making this game faster than I can catch all of the bugs. So I'm gonna let you just point it out, and then whatever needs to be fixed and is considered game breaking, I'll fix down the line when I know about it. So I'm gonna go straight to what's next. What's next in v0.6 is going to be the retexturing of props, environments, and characters. I found a new workflow that allows me to texture these a lot easier, and I can't wait to exercise this new workflow. There's gonna be more contextual audio. So more audio for bullets hitting props, more audio for enemies yelling at Declan or to each other, or more audio for Declan in general for whenever he takes a bullet or when he dies or gets a kill. More contextual audio. I'm gonna start adding the healing mechanics because after the scale of level 8, I figured that it's really difficult to get through an entire level that size when you can only take 2 hits. So it's gonna be less frustrating when there are props or at least interactives around the level that allow you to restore your health. Meleeing enemies. That one is a big one. I've been procrastinating on it. It's available, right? You can kick the doors, so you should be able to kick an enemy, but logically it's just not there. And there's a lot of frustrating moments where you might be reloading point blank in front of an enemy, and then you just wish you could kick them, but you can't. So I would like to implement that and give the player another option to fuck these bad guys up. But beyond that, that's pretty much all that's new in 0.5. If you'd like to continue watching the ongoing development or join the team or just play the game, all of the links are in the description. If you want the updates and to follow the method behind the madness, all of the links are in the description. But as per usual at the end of every episode, fuck you.